Before I begin the video, I want to give thanks and appreciation to my Heavenly Father because without Him, I wouldn't have the encouragement and perseverance to get up every day, and that's my belief and faith rests in. I love you very much, God, and I thank you for allowing every day, every day. Welcome to Girly Cinema, where fashion isn't just style, it's storytelling stitched in silk, attitude, and a really good pair of heels. This is the place where we talk about the most iconic, hyper feminine looks in movies and TV, the outfits that didn't just serve, they spoke. From perfectly polished preppy queens to soft, dreamy romantics, and bold and unapologetic trendsetters, we're getting into the personality, psychology, and the symbolism behind every look. Because let's be honest, fashion in film and TV isn't random. That pink dress, it meant something. That outfit change, a whole character arc. And that one scene where she walks in and everyone goes silent, yeah, we're unpacking all of that. So if you love pretty things, powerful femininity, and decoding style like it's a language, you're exactly where you need to be. Sit back, get cozy, and enjoy being girly. There are fashion icons, and then there are the girls who practically raised an entire generation's sense of style. For so many of us, Winx Club wasn't just a cartoon. Growing up watching this show was so fun and so exciting to look at. The colors and girliness came right at you off the screen, and they were all pretty too. And it was very stylized in particular about its fashion and color coding of joy that they instilled in each fairy character. Bloom was my favorite fairy. What was your favorite fairy growing up? Comment down below. I just love how their style changed depending on what season of the show they were in or what they had to face or go up against, and their styles were all their own. Plus, their transformations were so glittery and iconic, and even the songs were compelling, specifically Enchanting Song Transformation. That's the transformation they had to earn by committing a selfless act, and my favorite ones were Stella and Musa's transformations. There aren't a lot of shows that put in effort on the things that they do anymore. Everything is so short and lazy where you don't even have time to enjoy whatever it is that you're watching, and it's always super quick and cash cow subjective that you don't have a chance of knowing whatever it is that you're watching or whatever it is you're trying to get into. And you get bored from the same thing and turn something else on. It's like wasting brain cells when you want to watch something that gives you endorphins. Winx Club was a glittery, hyper feminine, and shiny world into fashion, whimsy, friendship, and self-expression. It showed us that clothes can be playful, powerful, and deeply personal. And every outfit sparkled with personality, and every fairy had a style language all on her own. However, we aren't going to sidesweep the racism that was in this show and how it was marketed towards children to reject differences instead of embracing them, which is wrong and very insecure and unnecessary from the writers, producers, and directors on this show. It was very problematic and had misogyny like crazy, really, towards Layla, and they later changed her name to Aisha, but I'm going to refer to her as Layla because that's the name that I knew of her growing up. And they even had racial bullying on there too, as well as what Musa at one point was speaking in AAVE, which shouldn't have never happened, and it just could have been a nice solidified tone without always inviting and making about race, which was completely inhumane and indecent. Winx Club could have handled that so much better than they did, and I thought that it was very disappointing and very unfortunate, and that was the only downside to the show. Sorry for the mild rant. Despite the unnecessary inferiority in this show, we're going to be focusing on its fashion. From Stella's fearless glamour to Bloom's soft romantic charm, the Winx weren't just dressed well, they were dressed with intention. Their wardrobes reflected who they were, how they felt, and what they represented. Fashion in Winx Club wasn't an accessory to the story. It was part of the storytelling itself. The shimmering world of Winx Club fashion, from the aesthetics, symbolism, personalities, pixies, and unforgettable outfits that made each fairy so iconic. Starting with Bloom. I know Bloom, she is considered the leader of the group. I don't know if they probably wanted her to be the leader or that's just something she auditioned for herself around that time, but I know for sure that the way how it was centered around where she seemed like that she was a leader. So anyways, Bloom, I'm just going to say that she's a leader. So Bloom is considered the most powerful fairy out of all of them. I think next to Roxy too. She comes around like season 4-ish, I would say. But yeah, Bloom, yeah. So Bloom is considered the leader of the group. She is, and of course she was my favorite fairy at the time. And she's considered to be warm, hopeful, and she has quiet strength wrapped in shimmering blue. Her style feels approachable, dreamy, and heartfelt, and she embodies the classic heroine. Very compassionate, curious, and brave, even when she's unsure of herself. Her color palettes of blues, pinks, and soft teals reflects trust, intuition, and emotional depth. Blue is calming and sincere, while pink adds gentleness and optimism. Bloom's outfits often balance sweetness with confidence, mirroring her journey from ordinary girl to powerful fairy. Aesthetically, Bloom lives in a world of soft romantic Y2K. Think fitted tops, flared skirts, delicate sparkle, and silhouettes that feel youthful but never truly childish. She dresses like someone discovering her power while staying true to her heart. Her pixie is Laquette. I thought all the pixies were cute, by the way. Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. In this case, it's a perfect companion. She's tiny, thoughtful, well, they're all tiny, and intuitive. Laquette represents guidance and finding the right path. Together, they symbolize growth, self-discovery, and trusting your inner voice. Bloom's style feels like sunrise after a storm, hopeful, radiant, and full of possibility. The next one is Stella. I know Stella is the oldest of the group, and she's the self-proclaimed fashionista of the group. Pretty much literally is the son of the group, and she likes to stand out, it's like I would like to say. If confidence could wear platform heels, it would be Stella. She is sunshine, sparkle, and high glamour, and Stella knows exactly who she is, and her wardrobe makes sure everyone else does too. Her signatures are orange, golds, yellows, warm pinks that radiate joy, creativity, and charisma. She doesn't just enter a room, she arrives in it. Every outfit is a celebration of her self-expression. And her aesthetic is pure glam diva with a heavy dose of Y2K luxury. Crop tops, mini skirts, bold accessories, dramatic silhouettes, and enough shine to rival the sun itself. She's playful, stylish, very dramatic, in the best way possible, of course. But nonetheless, her heart is still in a great place. Stella's fashion isn't just about looking fabulous. It's about using style as armor, artistry, and self-definition. And beneath the glitter is a fiercely loyal friend with a huge heart. Her pixie Amour is perfectly matched to her energy. Amour embodies love, romance, and emotional connection. Together they represent beauty, affection, and the formative, you could say formative or transformative power of loving yourself and others. Stella dresses like happiness decided to become couture. Now we have Flora. Flora is softness with roots. She is grace, compassion, and quiet resilience. Her presence feels like a blooming garden at golden hour. Her palette of pinks, greens, and floral tones reflects harmony, healing, and growth. She is deeply connected to nature, and her style mirrors that connection beautifully. Flora's aesthetic is ethereal, romantic. Flowing fabrics, petal-like layers, delicate details. It's like Pixie Hollow meets Winx Club, basically, with how the way Flora's aesthetic and her fashion styles are. And silhouettes that move like a breeze. She dresses with gentleness, but there is still immense strength in that softness. Flora reminds us that femininity can be nurturing without being fragile. Her kindness is not weakness, make no mistake about that, and that is actually one of her greatest powers. Her pixie is Chatta, provides a delightful contrast in the best way, talkative, energetic, and wonderfully outspoken. Chatta brings out Flora's more confident side, and together, they symbolize communication, emotional growth, and finding who you are as a person. Flora's style feels like poetry that you can wear. Now we have Musa. Musa is edge, emotion, and artistic authenticity. She is introspective, passionate, and effortlessly cool. Her reds, purples, and deep blues reflect creativity, intensity, and emotional complexity. She feels everything deeply, and her fashion reflects that layered inner world. And honestly, her transformations next to Stella's, sometimes with Bloom, just them three. Those are ones that were mainly so fire. I literally used to go to them. I still go to them to this day. I loved all of their transformations, like down to the tea and the songs that went with it. But Musa's hers was the main one that I always used to love going to. She was one of my favorite transformations. And she feels everything very deeply. And her fashion reflects that layer in the world. And it popped out when she did her transformation, when she had her transformations. It was really, all their transformations reflected all of their inner worlds and who they were as a person and what fairy they were. Because I know Musa, she's the music fairy, and I know Flora, she is the nature fairy. Yeah, she's a nature fairy. With Bloom, she was a fire fairy, but I don't know, like, well, I was gonna say dragon flame. So she's a dragon flame fairy. I say she's fire fairy. And then Stella, she's just the sun and the moon fairy. Tecna, she's the, self-explanatory, technology fairy, I would say. And then Layla, she's the water fairy. Yeah. So every last one of their transformations coincided with their personalities. So aesthetically, that's what made Winx Club stand out, and that's what I liked about Musa's direction. I just cannot stand how they kept making her and Riven, because of Riven, a very toxic couple. He even tried to holler at Bloom one time, but okay, that's another story. Sorry. Musa blends sporty streetwear with artistic flair. She brings tomboy energy into a hyper-feminine world, creating a style that feels fresh, expressive, and entirely her own. And she really did make her styles her own. It was very pretty. Cargo-inspired silhouettes, bold cuts, arm warmers, and sleek details that made her stand out in her own way. Musa proves that femininity isn't just one size fits all. It can be soft, bold, edgy, or understated. It can dance to its own beat. Her pixie is tuned, and it is a very inspired match. Organized, refined, and deeply connected to music. Tune complements Musa's emotional creativity with structure and harmony. Together, they represent the balance between feeling and form, spontaneity and discipline. Musa's style sounds like your favorite song. And now on to Layla. Layla is movement, courage, and determination. She is dynamic, adventurous, and deeply independent. Her greens, blues, and sporty accents reflect vitality, freedom, and confidence. Her wardrobe is designed for action, but never at the expense of style. Layla's aesthetic is sporty chic. She has a whiff of tomboy flair, but still girly like how Musa is. But it's in totally two separate directions with that. And so, what I would say about Layla's fashion, it's casual, slight streetwear meets. So I'll say casual, slight streetwear meets down to earth edge. It's like that, like combined together with it. She's athletic though, and within that, it still has a touch of futuristic elegance. Functional silhouettes, bold shapes, and energetic details create a look that feels both practical, like I was saying beforehand. It's practical and it's polished. She embodies a powerful kind of femininity, active, resilient, and fearless. She doesn't wait for permission. She creates momentum. Her pixie is Piff. Oh my gosh, and that was my favorite one. I love Piff. Piff was so cute. I think she was literally a baby pixie, and she slept a lot. Oh my gosh, because she had to get her shrimp up. And it was the most cutest, charming contrast. Sweet, sleepy, and dreamlike, Piff softens Layla's intensity and represents rest, imagination, and emotional comfort. Together, they symbolize balance, action and rest, ambition and softness. Layla's style feels like confidence in motion. And then we have, last but not least, Tecna. Tecna is intelligence, innovation, and sleek precision. She is analytical, resourceful, and always thinking several steps ahead. And she also tells it like it is too, and I really appreciate her stance and her honesty too. And we really do need that every day. Her greens, purples, and metallic accents evoke technology, originality, and vision. Every detail in her wardrobe feels intentional. Tecna's aesthetic is futuristic chic. Clean lines, geometric shapes, functional details, and her bob was bobbing. Like I liked it. No Edna mode at all. Her bob was in a league of its own. Edna mode, her bob's in a league of her own as well. We're not gonna sidesweep that as well. Edna mode is iconic. But aside from that, I did love Tecna's bob. It was very pretty. I liked a lot of her hairstyles that she did have. It had like a touch of the Rihanna shut up and drive type of symmetrical bob that she had going on. But it was like, I liked it, like every last one of her hairstyles that she had each season. I like how the way they kept her in her bob formation, not so much letting her hair get long. They just kept it that way. It honestly did suit Tecna's whole entire aesthetic and what she embodied, and as well as her clothes. She had functional details and silhouettes that feel modern even now. Like a lot of the Winx Club styles you can actually rock right now. And her style is streamlined, practical, and undeniably cool. I would say it's the cyberpunk type of aesthetic that you can actually invoke in today's time. And she reminds us that fashion can be smart It can also solve problems, communicate identity, and celebrate intellect because she was so sharp. And her and Timmy, they were so cute. I really wish they would have expounded on both of them, but uh, they made the show, and that's that. So, with her pixie, is actually a perfect counterpart, and her pixie name was Digit. Efficient, clever, and technologically gifted, Digit amplifies Tecna's strengths while reinforcing her role as the group's innovator. Together, they symbolize progress, logic, and a beauty of thinking differently. Tecna dresses like tomorrow every day. What made Winx Club so special is that each fairy represented a different expression of femininity. There was no single way to be stylish, powerful, or beautiful. You could be glamorous like Stella, gentle like Flora, creative like Musa, intellectual like Tecna, adventurous like Layla, or hopeful like Bloom. Each style was equally valid, equally aspirational, and equally stunning. That message still resonates today because fashion is more than clothing. It's identity, storytelling, and self-celebration and personality. And look what everybody does now. Depending on how the way you dress, it really does show who you are as a person. And again, you wear the clothes. Don't let the clothes wear you. Winx Club showed you that femininity is expansive. It can sparkle, strategize, nurture, innovate, and lead. And honestly, that's a lesson worth carrying into adulthood. Winx Club wasn't just serving fairy fashion. It was building a visual language of confidence, friendship, and self-expression. Every glittery top, every platform boot, every transformation sequence told us something important. Your style can be an extension of who you are and how you move through the world. So whether you're drawn to Stella's glamour, Flora's romance, Musa's cool edge, Tecna's sleek intelligence, and Layla's athletic confidence, or Bloom's heartfelt optimism, you still embody your own style. And maybe that's why their style still feels so tantalizing. It wasn't just about what they wore, it was about what they represented for each of themselves. Fashion, personality, and a little bit of fairy flair and girly feminine expression. And pretty much that's the spark that ignites everybody individually. You dress individually, it'll show that you are an individual. And that, my dears, was your dose of girly cinema, where every outfit has a backstory and every look is a statement. If you love diving into the beauty, brains, and boldness behind these iconic styles, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you like so you never miss a moment. Until next time, stay pretty, stay powerful, and fashion is never just what you wear. It's who you are when you walk into a room, and remember, God always knows what's best for you. Well, that's all, folks. Have a happy rest of your day. Bye!